Hey, what's going on everybody out there? This is Jakejames Lugo. Welcome to the channel and welcome to this new unboxing and impressions video, or quote-unquote unboxing or unpackaging I should say. We're going to be taking a look at the Final Fantasy VII Remake World Preview book from Square Enix Books. Now, this one is a little bit older. I know it's quote-unquote obsolete compared to the Ultimania that we got to look at a while back here on the channel. If you haven't seen that yet, definitely go check it out here. There'll be a link so you guys could check that out. But I wanted to get this book, not only to be part of my collection and just complete it because I'm was missing this, but I was also missing the poster book for Final Fantasy VII Remake because I just wanted to have it as part of my book collection. And now that I got it, I wanted to look at it with all of you guys. So as I'm unpackaging this, taking off the plastic, make sure you guys leave me a comment down below here on the video. Tell me some of your favorite things about Final Fantasy VII Remake or some things that you want to see in part 2 for Final Fantasy VII Remake, whatever the next part is going to be for this game slash series. And yeah, leave me a like on the video, man. Subscribe to the channel. Show me some love. So here we go. This book is a lot smaller compared to the Ultimania, obviously. I believe this book came out sometime before Final Fantasy VII Remake officially released, so that's why it's so thin. And it's a world preview, so it's only really like a light look at some of the stuff that's included in the game, including, the characters, the setting, gameplay, and a little bit more. But let's open up this bad boy, see what's inside of it. Cool, we got a thing from Yoshinori Kitase and Tetsuya Nomura, which I'm not going to read here, but it is cool to see something like that. That is pretty neat. And a whole bunch of other stuff in there, too. Okay, so the contents, we got multiple chapters, we got character previews, we got a location, which is Midgar preview, we got the systems for the actual combat, retrospectives, which I'm looking here, it says, recalling a classic with characters, history of the Final Fantasy VII worlds, locations and systems. So that's a look back at the original Final Fantasy VII, which I'm pretty sure we'll take a look at now. And then an exclusive short story, picturing the past by Kazuhige Nojima, which I'll definitely take a look at really quickly here. But anyway, let's scroll through this. We got some beautiful images, screenshots of a lot of the promo stuff that we've seen before. We got a lot of different stuff, key terms. Okay, I guess this is basic stuff. All right, here we go. We're getting into the meat potatoes of this. So this is like the quick previews, kind of like what they have in the game, it seems like, of the characters. So we got Cloud, a little bit more of Cloud, some more shots. This looks like it's from the very beginning, like hours of the game, I want to say. Maybe like the first hour or two. Iconic shot slash emulating of the iconic shot from the box art of Final Fantasy VII. Aerith, of course, and they're going to do the same thing. Oh, check it out. So they actually did go a little bit further with some of her outfit stuff. So that's interesting. So maybe they just pull a bunch of different stuff from the game, from throughout. And then it goes Barrett, our boy Barrett. Same thing here. Yeah, I'm seeing, again, a lot of stuff from the beginning mission, and then later on him with Marlene, which is pretty sweet. Tifa, our homegirl Tifa. She looks good, as always. Oh, yeah, look at that. We even have her outfit here from, from later on in the game, before Don Corneo's spot. So yeah, so this seems pretty uniform with the way that it's previewing a lot of the characters. Red 13 doesn't even show up till like the very end of it, but at least they included him here. And then Sephiroth, of course, and they obviously have a little bit more with him. I'm surprised for a world preview they would include Red 13 and actually just show him like this, because he's really not in the game that long. But hey, no complaints here. Great look. I've seen this promo so many times. It's really, really good. Really, really cool. And then obviously reminiscing or recreation of the iconic shot of Sephiroth for the game. All the different characters from Avalanche, Biggs, Wedge, Jesse. Then we start getting to the Turks. Okay, Reno, Rude. So these are all getting like 1 pages or 2-page spreads with not much to say, because this is a preview. So if you're wondering why there isn't like a lot of pages devoted to them like the Ultimania, that's why. When this was released, the game hadn't come out yet. So here we go. Professor Hojo, Don Corneo. So yeah, we got a lot of characters. Roach, Madame M. So they're basically showcasing everybody in here. Leslie, Chadley. Yeah, I'm trying to read the description. So yeah, they really don't show a lot from it. There was my phone going off. Okay, so recalling a classic. So here's a lot of the referencing stuff from the older Final Fantasy game, the original. And I'm seeing a lot of like models, some shots from the game, which is cool. Unique heroes and 3 different models. Interesting. And we start getting into a little bit of artwork here, which is cool. I appreciate artwork. We appreciate artwork out here. Just to give you guys a little bit of a closer look briefly. I know it's a little out of focus, but to show you that they're showing a lot of the different portraits and other stuff, models. History of the Final Fantasy VII world. Okay, so this is a timeline. I don't remember if we had this in the Ultimania. I'm pretty sure we did, but I'm seeing stuff from Crisis Core. I'm seeing stuff from, what do we got in here? Prior to Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, like really referencing a lot of stuff from the original. More Crisis Core, more original. Any Avenger? Dirge of Cerberus. I don't know if you guys can make that out there. It's like right in the inside corner, but Dirge of Cerberus there, screenshots. Interesting stuff. So it's a good, nice timeline. I don't see... Okay, more Crisis Core, more original. What is that? That's Last Order. Okay, so they're really pulling from the compilation of Final Fantasy VII here. I see Before Crisis, Last Order, and it's good that it's color-coded so I can like look really quickly to see which ones are which. But they definitely don't go into Advent Children, so I guess they only stop technically right at the point where the original game, Final Fantasy VII, starts off. Location previews, okay. So we get to look at Midgar, the beautiful shot of Midgar, which I would rather have it as a half shot, what is it? Not a full spread, but just one page, and then have like other artwork, because you lose out on a lot of the great details and great looking visuals when you have that mid spread here, unless like there was like a line that was like cutting across like here where you could like get kind of pieced the two together. But even so, I would still say I would rather have it as one full page. To me, that I think would look a little bit better. And then we get more artwork too. Like this, exactly like this, where they have landscape shots. But for Midgar, have it where I could put it on its side and I could actually see it there. So definitely get a bunch of different locations. Seventh Heaven, Mako Reactor 1, etc. The slums, etc. Loveless. Again, a lot of preview stuff. Which one is this one? This is Aerith's house. Okay, so that's the inside of Aerith's house. And a whole bunch of other places too, including the Shinra building, which looks great as it did in the game. If you guys haven't seen my review of Final Fantasy VII Remake or my review of Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, definitely go check that out right over here. There'll be like a little link there so you guys could see it. But yeah, this is just looking at all the different locations. Now they're looking at the classic versions of the locations. Same idea with the characters. We get to see screenshots of them, little descriptions. There's not a lot of info because I guess there's not much to say other than what we got in the Ultimania, which was after the game came out. But it's neat to see like the compare contrast. I do wish though, if I'm being a little nitpicky, I do wish that the images of this were bigger. That way we get a little bit more pages and we actually get to see like bigger versions of the screenshots. So that way if we want to go back to like the Honeybee Inn or go back to the slums, we could see it in here somewhere. They even have stuff from Remake and they can compare it to the original, etc. And they mark it off as Remake, etc. there. Cool. So then the systems, which is just the fighting system, the active battle time system, quote unquote, or the real-time battle system mixed in with some of the turn-based stuff. The abilities, okay, so we're getting into character abilities with Tifa, Cloud, Aerith, Barrett. This is obviously not all of their abilities, but they are just showing a little bit of it, like some of the cooler shots, obviously. And then Materia, which, again, we only got like 2 pages of Materia. Now we get into the summons. So Ifrit, Chocobo, and Moogle. Cool. Shiva. Love the big spreads or big pages of them showcased here. Then Leviathan, of course. Chocobo Chick, Carbuncle, Cactuar. We got most of them in here, but not all of them, obviously. We obviously, again, I want to know if we actually have the boss fights in here, or do they show, like, Fat Chocobo or something. Upgraded weapons, Mercenary Quest, Battle Intel, mini games. So we got the Corneo Coliseum. Okay, so do they have the Shinra simulation stuff? I don't think it has it in here. I think we... Did we pass it? No, we didn't. So they definitely don't include it in here for obvious reasons. The cross-dressing minigame. It's funny. So we're calling a classic systems, just again the same thing, referring back to it. Not really going to harp on this, but it's just referencing all that stuff. Merchandise. Okay, now this is interesting. This is just showcasing all the FF7 Remake figures and different stuff. So we even got leather necklace, a wallet, keychain case. What is this? A bracelet. That's pretty cool. And look, we got a Cactuar, a Jumbo Cactuar plushie. But there's no Moogle. Where's my Moogle at? I'm just saying. Where the Moogle at? And then we got all this other stuff, which I like. I appreciate this. I think that they're very overpriced at the Square Enix store, but you know you're getting like a high quality, amazing product when you pay that much. Picturing the past. Okay, so this is the short story, which again, it's all text. Not really going to read through all this, but I'll definitely check it out sometime later. But if you're interested in the lore or the universe of Final Fantasy VII, this is definitely going to be right up your alley. So there is a little bit of a pull to get this book if you haven't seen it, or if you haven't like checked out this stuff already on the internet, because they did say this is an exclusive, so I would assume this stuff is only here. Definitely will read up on that. And yeah, check this out. There's a nice little cool spread there. And of course, we saw at the very beginning, there was the letter here with two main people, Kitase and Nomura. So overall, as far as a book is concerned, being a gaming related book, if you're a diehard FF7 fan, you probably already got this before FF7 Remake came out. If you never did pick it up, do I suggest that you go get it? Unless you're collecting all of the stuff related to Final Fantasy VII Remake, I would say no. And the only reason being is because there's a far better book than this that's out now all about Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is the Ultimania, which we've looked at here on the channel. But if you want to be able to have like a full collection of like everything related to FF7, definitely pick it up, check out the short story, check out all the other stuff that it has here to offer. So those are my thoughts about the world preview of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Let me know your own thoughts about this book down below in the comments section. Leave a like on this video, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will talk to all of you again very soon. Peace out, and stay epic, everybody. Hey, thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it enough to check out some of my other videos I'll list here on the side in just a moment. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel to see new content that I post up as it goes out. You can also join my Patreon for early access to new videos and exclusive content you'll only see over there. Don't forget to join my Discord server via the link in the description too. There's a lot of great people who love gaming and make an amazing community in there that I know you'll love being part of. Hope to see you again real soon. Peace out and stay epic, everyone.